when we go to ship something, we're looking to put on our commodity codes. I couldn't find what table or sheet they were in. I'm assuming.
Code. Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna go to customer shipment entry. I should be able to see a previous shipment here. I'm assuming we can just ship it again, maybe. So whenever I go to, oh, where's the print button? So I'll do delivery note first. I just want to show you which report it is. So it's this packing slip Rave 2.
Right.
And I just did a physical printout there. So effectively, this part here, we wanted to give it a commodity code and then get it displaying on the same row length.
Right. So the commodity codes, those are assigned to the part.
Yes, they are.
Right. Can we have a look where on the part it is?
Yeah, I'm just copying the part number. So I'm gonna go back to kinetic engineering part. So in here, there's and then there's commodity code here. Okay, now it's just decided to hide itself on me. So in here, if I search, we have some commodity codes listed, but not a lot. But this particular part would be part of a pump. Okay, so I'm going to put that commodity code onto this part and save it.
Okay. Can you open the field help just to see exactly what field it is? Right. So commodity.
So I think it's just called commodity code.
Right. Can we go to the technical details?
Yes.
Please. So it's just part commodity code. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. Right. And we want this on the report itself.
Yes. So I believe you're going to go generate for design.
Yes, we'll go generate for design, but this commodity code, this might not be available in the report dataset. And
yes,
it probably isn't available.
Yeah.
So what we will need to do is, right, so, that's previewed. Let's refresh this.
Oh,
yeah. Right, so that's the one with none. Okay. Design.
Download C drive, stick it in there. Yes. Cancel that. So.
Right. So ship detail, and yeah, we'll probably don't have that. Okay, can we go back to SSRS design, the report designer, and where we have the report data definition, it's just backslip, right? So let's right click the data definition in here. Not that.
No, sorry, here.
Yeah, data definition and open with report data definition. Yes, since this is now kinetic and the other one is classic, it probably didn't. It's not opening the actual record, so it was just backslip, right? Let's just open the backslip.
This one?
Yes, that was the one. Okay, can we go to the data source on the left? Data source, report table, and what do we have here? So Do we have anything on the part? We do have a part there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look. And in the exclusions, let's find the commodity code in here. Commodity code, and
Excluded.
see, this is excluded, right? So just because of this, we will need to get a new report data definition created, as in copying the report data definition. So
Right.
let's go to the actions menu and copy report data definition, duplicate report,
Yes.
and just, I don't know, if you don't want to call it just underscore DUP, then I don't know, you can give it some other name. It will not accept too many characters, but yeah, one thing. Yeah, this is fine.
Okay.
Okay.
So I come out of
Still
this.
saving it. It's still saving it.
Okay.
Let's wait a bit. Do we want the commodity code or the description?
Good question. Possibly both.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. So the code definitely, but if we want the description as well, then that's, yeah, it's also fine. It's just an extra step, right? Let's find the part table again in the data sources. So right now we are on the bank account table. If you go back to data sources on the left,
Yes.
right, part. Right, and now in the commodity code, yeah, remove the checkbox from the exclusion. Okay, let's save this.
What of this one?
The label, we don't really need the label, but yeah,
Okay.
it can also be excluded. That's fine. As long as the column's there, that's good.
Yes.
All right. Now that we saved it, we might want to get a description. So if you go to the linked tables on the bottom,
Right. That must be saving again. It won't let me click
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's still saving. This sometimes takes, for some of the reports, this takes forever to save a
Yes.
simple change. Yeah, so.
Right. Okay. So in here
Right,
we've got.
and yeah, find the commodity code. It's there at the top.
Yeah.
All right, and just select the checkbox and save again. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Now, when we have the link table highlighted, then there's another grid at the bottom, says description. But let's highlight the commodity code again. Try to collapse the exclusions and just open the link table so we have more room. Just collapse that, yeah. And let's open the exclusions. Not the exclusions, sorry, link tables. And let's just switch between the rows. and go back to the commodity code after.
Yes.
Yeah. So we have description, and the description is already selected. See,
Yes.
commodity code description. Okay, let's save it. If it saves, then the change has been, no, the change is already there. Okay, we are good. Now, what we need to do is associate the report data definition, the new report data definition with the report style. So if you go back to designer and right click the report style now, so style 101, and okay, try the report. That will open the report ID and open with the report entry. That will be the style. Right, okay, report ID is just backslip again. Backslip, and we want the custom one. 1001. We don't need to copy, so just let's use the one that we have.
This one?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
okay.
one. And in the data definition at the top, select the custom one that we just created. Right, so it will be just one down. Right, let's save this. Okay, we can close this and the report data definition as well. Right, and now we need to no, don't close that. We need that. We need to get the data though. So if you go to actions and regenerate data, all right. Okay, so we have generated new data.
Yeah.
Now we can start working on the report part of it. So we already have that open. Now it's already downloaded. We have it open. And let's go back to the data set. Right, and it will be the top one, right? Ship head, ship detail. Just right click it and let's have a look at the properties. We need to have a look at the query behind it. Right, so where it says query and the FX button. Right, try to make this bigger. Just expand it over the whole screen. Let's have a look what tables we do have in here. Right, so at the end of the whole thing, we have the from, so it starts from ship head, then join ship detail, and then join report labels. The part table is not even within this. Right, so we do need to add the part table in here. Now, to do that, I would go and copy that. Yeah, can you copy the whole thing in Notepad just so we have a backup? Right, okay, just so we have a backup. Right, and now we need to add another table. So we will work at the bottom of this. Right,
Yes.
try to separate the tables. So the second row from the bottom, right? So that starts as from ship head T1.
Yes.
So just put a carriage return in front of the left outer join that comes next. All right, so if you read it further, it goes from ship head, parameters, and so on. And then we have the next table. All right, so put an enter here. All right, then again, we have left outer join report labels. Let's put an enter there as well. And at the end, we have the double quotes. That's basically the end of the expression. So yeah, those double quotes, put it like 2 lines below as well.
Oh.
Or we can just edit at the, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Now we need to add another table. So we'll add another table and we need to link the part to the line. So basically we are linking the part to the ship detail. Can you
Yes.
copy out the whole ship detail line? So where it says left outer join ship detail. Yeah, that whole line.
Yeah.
Yeah, and place it under the report labels. So just paste it in again under report labels. Right? We shouldn't have deleted it though, you know, we just want to copy it. We need it there. It's okay, just paste it in there as well.
Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
like
looking.
this.
So you're looking to edit this one effectively then.
Yeah, so we are looking to add the part, but if we just copy the line that's already added and then change it to the part
Yes.
table, then it's going to be easier, right?
Yeah.
So instead of the ship detail, just put part in there. Part, right. And now where it says T2, that's like the index of the table. So we already have a T2, so change that to T4. And what we are doing, we are linking it to the ship detail. So it will be a T4 to a T2, right? So where it says on, change the T1 to T4, right? And yeah, the T2 that can stay. So that's basically ship detail company equals part company. That's fine. And then we have an and we are not using the pack num, we are using a part num. So there, change the pack num to a part num. Yes, in the previous one where it says T1 pack num, change that to T4 part num. Right. Okay, this will link the table for us. Now, can you put a space before the left outer join? This is there, but before the left outer join for the part, just put a space in there. The reason is SSRS doesn't recognize like end of line, right?
Yes.
So it
Okay.
might think that this is the same thing. Okay, so this has linked our table. It doesn't mean that we have the commodity code field in there yet.
Yes. Yes.
So let's add that in front of the from. So where we start with ship head, just move that one line down as well, the ship head part, to the fourth row from the bottom, where it starts from ship head. Fourth row from the bottom.
This one here. Yes.
Yes, that one. That one. Move it one line down, and we will add the fields in front of it, right? So yeah, there's fine. Start with a comma. So we separate, yeah, and P4 dot commodity code. Right, and then we will need a description as well. So that will be P4 commodity code underscore description. Just copy that, and yeah, again, we need a comma in between. Yeah, and commodity code dot description. Commodity code, that will be one word, and a dot between P4 and the commodity code, right? And underscore description. right? Yeah, put a space after it, at least one. Yes. Okay. Now, this this is what we needed to link these.
Yes.
You can copy that commodity code description, just place it on a clipboard. We will need to add that into the fields, right? Yes. Okay.
It keeps
Now,
wanting to copy the full stop, but we'll know to take that out.
yeah, we'll take that out. That's fine. Right. Now, just so we understand why is it this way, right? So in the report data definition, what we did is that we enabled the commodity code field on the part table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Part table wasn't part of this whole query, so we needed to edit. That's added. And then commodity code is just a commodity code. But where it says commodity code underscore description, this
Mm-hmm.
is this is the linked table. So the way the linked table fields are added, they are added to the parent table, which is in this case the part. And
Uh-huh.
then based on the code where we linked it, it's always the code and then underscore the field name. That's why commodity code underscore description in
Description.
here.
Right.
Mhm. Right. We are basically done in the editor in here, so we can say OK. And what we need is we need to add the fields. So if you go to the fields on the left and just add query field, click on the add button, query field. You might as well add two straight away. So add another one, query field, right? And we have on the clipboard the commodity code description, right? Let's remove the dot. Yeah, it goes to both sides, right? The second one will just be the commodity code, right? So over there, not like this. So within a row, we'll have commodity code description, and then commodity code, commodity code. So add the description there and remove the description from the next line.
Sorry, I didn't follow you there.
Yeah. So
Did you say you wanted to have it twice?
not the commodity code. So we'll have a commodity code underscore description on the left-hand side, and then the same thing on the right-hand side. Right? Yes, like that. Commodity code underscore description. Yeah, just copy it. Yeah. And then in the next line, it's just commodity code. And again, just commodity code. Right? Right. Yes, like this. And now we have both of these fields in the data set. We can say okay to that.
Okay.
Right. Now, this is where we can start using these fields on the report. So do we know where we want to place these commodity codes and commodity code
Well,
description?
each packing slip will have the part number,
Mm-hmm.
and I would be looking the commodity code sort of right behind it
Mm-hmm. Okay.
in this
Okay.
sort of
So
space.
let's find this on the report design. So part non-part description. Scroll a bit down.
I
Yes.
actually find everything really hard to find in these.
I know, same here, because it's not necessarily obvious straight away. I even resorted to things like, coloring things in red so I can see where it ends up on the
Yeah.
report and stuff. So yeah. Okay. Let's see.
You can't even do a control F or nothing.
No,
Don't
it's
particularly like this.
not really a option.
Well, what I typically do is I typically put it like this. So there's my part description. There's my sales order number. Sales person.
And we have order release number.
Yeah.
Right.
It's sort
Release
of
number, I see that. And then X part num. Right. Okay, I see it.
here. No,
There and
there.
even there. Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Now, okay. So we can jam it in here. It's just, will it fit? Let's try, right?
Well, our
So
part
if
numbers are never that long.
okay, we can even keep that text box, and you can add just another expression after the part number if you want it straight after the part number, right?
Yes.
So you can
Oh,
keep that text box the same size as
yeah.
it was, right?
Jam it in
Just create,
here.
yeah, and just right click and create placeholder, right? And then the value, just select, in the value, just select the commodity code. Yes, fields, ship head, ship detail, and it will be the last one. All right, let's select the commodity code.
Oh, I did that twice.
We have it twice. Keep the value. So remove, remove the whole thing. Add it again. Just easier. Right. Okay. Okay. Let's test it now with just the commodity code. So let's save the report and let's do a preview. We'll see if this errors or
I have to do that preview in
Designer.
Actions
Right
preview.
here. Actions preview. Right. Okay. So yeah, this is where, what does it say? So pack sleep
101.
kinetic reports utility pack sleep underscore 101 pack sleep cannot be found. What? Test reports design custom reports pack sleep.
We didn't publish this though, but we're not at that stage yet.
We're not at that stage yet at all. I mean, like, we downloaded the report. What is this nonsense? Kinetic test report, design reports. Item not found. Can you move that error box a little bit down so I can see the design window? Right, so where it says report location, right? Custom report, pack sleep underscore 1. Pack sleep underscore 1, pack sleep. This doesn't make any sense. Right.
Let me answer this call. Hi, Robert. I'm on a wee call at the minute. Can I help you? 100%. Thank you.
Right. Okay. This is nothing that we did with the report. It's not with that.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Can you try to open that report? Oh, for God's sake, why is it? Can you try to open the folder? So where we downloaded the actual report?
Yes. It's in here.
So reports, okay. Custom reports, packing slip, pack slip, misc charges, mark for pack slip invoice. Right. Do we have any more sub-reports in the, if you have a look in the design, so there were 4 reports. Do we have more than 3 sub-reports in here? Maybe that failed downloading. Right, so we have mark 4. I see that pack slip invoice is a sub-report. Do we have anything further down?
Where are you seeing sub-reports?
Right, so the ones with the in the gray area, right?
Yes.
So there's one at the top says pack slip invoice. Then there's one like in the middle says mark 4. Those are sub-reports, all of them. Not there where you are, sorry, not where you are scrolling. In the report design window, yes. So that's a sub-report. And then at the top, there's a pack slip, that's a sub-report.
Yes.
All right, do we have any more in here? MISC charges, okay. But that's 3. We did have all of those. Okay. Right. You have an on-prem install, right?
Yes.
Right. Okay. Can you copy this report on the server itself? Because we did work with this already, right? So now I don't really want to. I don't wanna lose this work.
Right. What do you want me to do?
Right. The report file. So it is saved. Can we copy that report file on the server somewhere on the SQL server? So I have. Do you not have access to the SQL server?
I don't believe so.
Right. Okay. In that case, what else can we do? We are doing this on the live environment.
The test environment.
Test environment.
It's still live. It's the only one we have.
Okay. Okay. Good. In that case, right. Can you open report style?
Not here.
Not here. The report style from Epicor. Right. This is the data definition. Report style. Right. And pack slip. Pack slip. Let's open that. Yes, 1001. And from the actions menu, say download SSRS report. Okay. And let's just save this somewhere. All right, let's save it. Let's save it here. Let's go to that folder. All right, and extract the file. Extract all. Yes. Yes, and let's go into reports, custom reports, packing slip 1001. Yes. Yeah, and we only have 4 files in here.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Now, can you replace this file with the one that we've been editing, right? So there was this other file that we have in Designer. Yeah, what you can do in here is even go save as and then just browse to that folder. Tracking slip, yes, and save it. Save and overwrite. Yes. Okay. Right. This is what we are doing now. This is the manual way of uploading something,
Yes,
right?
this is the very,
So
very
that,
first. This is the very first way. So
yeah,
what I've typically
the
done in the past is delete that and then rezip that to import it.
exactly. That's exactly what we need to do, right? So delete it and
Oh, maybe I clicked the wrong button there. Reports.
report. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's right.
zip it at the level of not this level. Go inside this folder. Reports, right? Zip it here. Right. And now go to SSRS and upload from here. Reports, reports, zip. Okay. Okay. Let's try to print it. And let's see what happens. Problem is that, yeah, this is, if we made any mistakes, which chances are we did, then this will just error out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
There's your code.
That's the commodity code there.
Yeah, yeah. So that worked apart
Okay.
from when maybe needed to put commodity code in front of the numbers.
Oh yeah. So of course we can do that.
Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. So let's try to just open it from that new location, or we already have it because we saved it as. Let's try to edit that a little bit still.
But we can do that the new way.
Uh, I don't know if we try to, you know, download it again. Let's see if it works. Just cancel the report design and let's try to do it again. All
Close
right. You
this.
can even close that. Yes. All
Oh,
right. And if
fuck's
you
sake.
go to SSRS report designer and cancel it, it was no. We won't need this anymore. You know that SSRS report. Yes, just action and cancel. We don't need to publish it. We did it manually. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you can close it. You can close it. We need to reprint it. All right. So let's print that pack slip again. It's just, well, not printed, but generate for design. All right. Okay. And yeah, design SSRS report and download. Yes. And let's straight away try to preview this before we even make any changes. Okay, so it does work now. Okay, okay. Yeah, then let's go do some editing. Right, and yeah, where we have the commodity code. Okay, yeah, just right click that and say placeholder properties. Yeah, in the label say that it's a commodity code. Right, and now in the expression, just go to FX. And what we might want to do in a case like that is that if there is a commodity code, then let's add like a label in front of it, that this is a commodity code, right? So what we would do in a case like this is use a function called IIF, right? So before the field, just type IIF, what is it, bracket, like round bracket, opening, right? And copy the commodity code value, that whole thing, copy the fields commodity code value, right? Okay, now we are testing this value. So say equals and then nothing, which is like just 2 double quotes.
Oh.
So yeah, so this is an empty string, okay? And now, comma, if this equals nothing, we don't want to display anything, right?
Yeah.
So just place again an empty string or 2 quotes, right? And now if it doesn't equal that, then we want the description, right? So another comma and double quotes and enter some sort of a description for this. So I don't know, commodity code or just colon or something, and space, so that it's a bit, put a space between the or behind the code, so it's not going to be the same string within the quotes, right? So after the E, put a space like that, right? And then after the double quote, put an end character. That's like a string join type of thing.
Don't know what that
Just
means,
an end character.
I don't know what an end character is.
End as in, Tom and Jerry.
What?
The end character, like not like that end, like when you were like joining. Okay, let me type it.
What's an end? What's an end character?
That's me. Like that. I sent it in a chat. Can you have a look?
I'm gonna do some laughing here in a minute, fella.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, and right.
Yes.
I thought you said end and.
Okay.
Sorry, that's just language difference.
Yeah, I know exactly. Right. Okay. Space and then paste in.
You know the right name for that? It's called ampersand.
Ampersand.
Is it ampersand?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It
or
is.
Maybe, I don't know. Don't know. Go on ahead.
It is, because this is like an escape character in HTML. So if you want to actually write it in HTML, then it's this character and MPS or something like AMPS, which stands for ampersand. Yeah. Okay. Right. Just paste in the fields commodity code value should be on the clipboard. Yeah. Let's put a space in there. Right, and let's close the bracket at the end of it. All right. Okay, so this should be fine now, right? So we have commodity code and so on. what we might want to do is put a space between the expart num and the commodity code. So if you just press the arrow to the left on the keyboard, yeah, now we have the cursor in the right place. So just put a space in between them. Yes, that should be fine.
Just while we're here, we're still getting these big long numbers, right?
Oh, right. Yeah. Let's address that as well.
Yeah, just while we're here.
All right. So where's that number? Displaying line ship quantity. So that will be that calculated DSP line ship quantity, just above the mark 4.
Yes, here.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So just right click and let's have a look at the expression. What does it say? Because it might already have. See, this already says that format number and then decimals quantity is coming from the report parameters. But if you want to change this to decimals quantity just 2, so then you can replace this whole thing, that first field's decimals quantity value parameter, to just a 2, to just the number 2, right? So basically
2.
Yeah, delete that.
Well,
Delete
actually,
that whole
I
thing.
think I need a comma and then 2.
Yeah, comma and 2, and 1 sec. You only need one bracket there at the end.
Yes.
As well. All right. Let's say okay to that, and let's try to save it and see what happens.
Okay. Save. And then we'll go down here and actions preview. Right. I don't know how you managed to do that because I had exactly the same stuff in. So I just need to go through all my number fields and put that same formula in.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yes. That's there's several ways of doing this, because right now we've lost
the commodity code, by the way.
We lost the commodity code.
Yeah.
A bit of a shame. Okay, let's have a look at the expression there. The commodity code one.
Fuck. This one.
Right, yes. No, just the expression. So yes, now. Okay, so fields commodity code value equals nothing, otherwise commodity code fields commodity code value. Now, so it says it's not equal to an empty string, but it still displays nothing in here.
Yeah, it did it the opposite way. It printed commodity code, but didn't print the commodity code numbers.
Commodity code fields commodity code value.
Unless it's wrapping or something. You know, is there a chance it's been hidden somewhere?
It might be that that there's not enough space for it now.
That's just
okay. Well, no, let's have a look.
Go on ahead. Sorry.
No, I also feel like there should be enough space. Right, just for argument or just for testing, can you shorten the commodity code bit? Right, so in the expression, just say remove the code or something for now. Yeah, or like this, doesn't matter. Let's see if that was the case.
Why did that not update?
Because that's just the label of it, or the
Yes.
yeah. So that's the case. We
Right.
can't. It doesn't fit. Right. I don't know. Because if we want the description of it as well, it's definitely not going to fit, right?
No,
So
no,
we
no.
either create an extra line for it, or I don't even. Yeah, there's not much else to do. So we might need to, make space for this commodity code
Yeah.
field in there. All right, let's have a look what we can do. So yeah, it's there, commodity code. Don't necessarily move around things a lot, because
Okay.
it's still not going to. I don't know what that expression is, right? So that next after,
Yeah.
can you have a look what that is? Because right now this is empty. Calculated track by attribute values. Attribute set short description. Attribute set short description. Now, I'm not sure if that's ever going to be printed in here.
I think
No
I
idea.
I think that's something to do whenever we buy steel or pack out steel.
So basically, we do need that, right?
Possibly, yeah.
Let's not delete it. So let's create an extra line in there. Now we can either create an actual line in the report, but then it will go under the quantities, because this is now jammed into one line.
Yes.
Or we can widen this and then move the quantities a bit down and then stick the commodity code in a separate text box in the middle. I don't know, whichever way. If we add an extra line, that we can say that we save that space if the commodity code is not filled, right? So if we
Yeah.
didn't have a commodity code, we are basically not even displaying that line. But
Yes.
we will have the commodity code under the 200 where it says the quantities.
Yes.
Or we can put it in between the part number and the quantities, but then regardless of whether we have a commodity code or not, it will take up that space on the report.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to leave the choice to you.
I would prefer to fit it into the same row.
In the same, so between the.
Well, the weird thing is we've got line one. There's all this empty space here.
Yes, but that empty space might not necessarily be an empty space if we have that kit description. So
Yes.
we see from the design that there is something, it's just not
Mm-hmm.
necessarily displaying it all the time.
Yeah. Okay, let's do a new line under this, and if there's a commodity code, we'll put the commodity code in that one line.
But do we want it now in between the quantity and the part number?
Yeah, yeah.
Or after? Right. Okay.
In there, if that makes sense.
Okay. Okay. Right. So what we will need to do is we need to widen that row, because this is just one row now, right?
Yes,
The whole thing that we have
this bit here.
highlighted.
Yeah.
Yes, that's
Oh
all.
shit! Sorry.
Right. So
This box here is one row.
yes. So
Yeah.
let's widen it. If you go all the way to the left, you can grab the line that's below that. We have highlighted now that, I'm not even sure what to call it. So there, the ruler. Yes. Right. We have now widened it. Now we need to move everything that is under the part number, so those quantities, and don't move them one by one. Yes, so just with a shift highlight, or you can, yes, like that. Perfect. And do it with the arrow key. Yes, and just press the down arrow. It
No,
should move these
it's
down.
moving my page. I think
Ah,
it's
that's a shame.
no. There's definitely a way to do it. Anyway, I'll do it with this plus thing. It does okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Now we need to add a new text box, or what you can do, just copy the part number one. Yeah, just say Control C, Control V. Right, and let's move this there. Right, and from the top one, delete the commodity code, and from the bottom one, delete the X part num. Right, okay. And do we want the description as well? Now we have space for it, so. We can still put it even in the same text box. You know, you can just say that.
You're perfectly right.
That's fine. Yeah, we can either do it with an extra expression like this, or now that we have a separate row, we don't really even need expressions. So it will always be there. So we can just say.
Yeah, but if there's no commodity code, I would prefer
you don't want
that
to
row
display it.
Yeah, I would prefer
Okay.
that. In fact, I would prefer if there's no commodity code that the line doesn't print and saves paper.
Yeah, so this is the issue, right? So we
Yeah.
could have done that with the extra line, but if we
Yes.
do an extra line, then we cannot put it in between the quantity and the description unless we do two extra lines and remove those things, because we can hide the whole line, and that way you can save the paper, right?
Well,
Save the space.
if that's the best way to do it, that's the way we should do it.
Yeah, okay. In
Insert
that
row.
case, insert row inside the group below, and again the same thing, insert row inside the group below. Yeah, okay, that's good. That was good. That was good.
I'm actually
You
going to
can move
copy
that
it if
there.
you don't mind.
Yeah.
Because it seemed to
Yes,
put it
that's
it's put it very across here, way across here. I know why. I haven't put that. I brought down the expression. I didn't bring down the whole.
You mean the text box?
Yeah, I needed to.
It will still put it like that. So if you want to move that a little bit, you can put like a rectangle in between, but it's not really necessarily in this case. You can do that with padding.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Right. Let's put another line under the commodity code. No, we don't need to move that because we will need to put that in a separate line. So let's add another line under the commodity code. Insert row below. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now in here, in that one, just say right click, insert and rectangle. That's at the bottom. There's an insert, a rectangle. Yes. Now copy all the quantity bits. Where you have the quantities,
Yes.
Right, copy that and place it in the row below, in the newly created one. Paste it in. Okay. Now, so what we have now, we have moved all that. We have put the commodity code in between, and
Yes.
we have the part at the top. But we need to get rid of that line. Well, we need to get rid of the quantities in the top line now. All right, so you can just delete those. All right, and then let's save the space. All right, it can go even further up. Okay, let's save it and preview it like this. Let's not make too many changes at the same time. Let's see if this works. All right. So we have the commodity code and the quantities under. Okay, good. This is good progress. Now, we want to save space if the commodity code is not present. So if you right-click the row, okay, right, we'll do it with the row visibility this time. So if you right-click the row properties, so go all the way to the left, yes, row properties, and say show height based on expression. All right, and over here, just select the commodity code from fields, ship head, ship detail, all right, commodity code, and equals empty space. All right, so this says that this row is hidden if this value is empty. All right, okay, and now we don't really need to do any expressions to hide stuff. So you can just add another. Expression in there for the commodity code description. So don't put it in the same place. So like add placeholder, cancel this, right? And in just the empty space. Yes, there, create placeholder and select the value as a description. Commodity code description, okay. All right, put a space in between it or something, or do we want, I don't know, a dash in between, whichever way.
That's fine.
Right, that's fine. Okay, put some spaces in front of the commodity code so it moves a little bit to the right. Yeah, okay, let's try to test this.
And then there was another quantity there that was too many discs.
Yeah, there was a quantity, so that's, I think, that's the first one that the calc disk something. It was the first in the line below.
Yeah. It's directly below the new commodity code. Yeah, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's that one.
Let's have a look.
Oh, expression.
Yeah, and just replace that first fields with just 2. Yeah.
So, it sounds stupid. I'm putting this in here. So it's fields, character, and I just go up here to here, and it's 2.
Yes.
I know I could copy and paste, but I want to actually do it if that makes any sense whatsoever. Okay.
No, it's fine.
Save.
Let's preview it.
Yes. I will never be able to understand this. Never.
No, I think you've come a long way actually. So
No,
you
see
know,
that.
I've been doing this for 10+ years. So that's
Yeah, well, here you're. we're not even in the same planet as not as regards knowledge, but I'm starting to get the navigation side of it a wee bit better. But my goodness, I would never be able to do that on my own, and I think the management here knows that as well. Like, I'm
these
looking here.
can get tricky quickly, even the simple things.
Yeah,
So yeah, I know it's
yeah, and that one there must be part number revision. Yes, because there's two part number
Mhm.
revisions there, and they're not in line. So
Right.
how do you make two boxes align?
So if you start dragging that
Yeah,
one to the
that would
left,
that
yeah,
would put it in line with that one, I think.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So that blue line when it appears, that means that it's a
yeah.
match.
And then this stupid field here, PO line, that must be the customer's purchase order number.
PO line on the delivery note.
Yeah, that must be the customer's
Uh,
purchase order number, which we didn't
mm,
specify.
Possibly.
Yeah. Right here, look, that is certainly enough for me to be getting on with. Uh,
Mhm.
Thanks for your time, buddy.
Right. There's one more thing. Since we have added,
Oh,
since we have
we need to
added,
publish this.
yeah. So that's also. I think you have closed designer, right? But doesn't matter if you open system monitor, you should be able to open designer again, right? So just actions. We need.
Hmm.
We're on the wrong tab. Go to the reports tab, right? Highlight it. Yes, try now. Design SSRS report. Nah. So if it doesn't bring it. What you can do is uh, print print it again, right? So generate for design. Just make sure you don't say overwrite file when we open the right generate for design. And when we open the designer and you say download, just make sure you say no to override the files. All right, let's refresh it because it's not there yet. All right, now it's there. Okay, actions, design. All right, download. Select the same folder. Okay, and say no. Yes. Okay, good. Let's try to preview it now. Make sure we have all the. Okay, so the stuff's there. Good. And now we can don't publish it just yet. Let's make one small change. So if you go back to the SSRS report, I see
Yes.
there's now an empty space at the bottom. That's because we've been adding rows and then we have resized the rows. So there's extra bit of white space. So just grab the bottom of the report, not there the actual like a paper, actual body of the report at the very bottom.
Here?
Yeah, there. Yes. Oh no, that was sorry. That was bringing up the view. Just scroll down.
I can't even undo that.
Yeah.
You
So
mean
the
the end of
bottom
the
of the
page?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the end of the page like that. That's fine. Yes. Let's save that and publish. All right. Just try to print preview it from Epicor again, because
Yeah.
we had some issues with publishing. So let's make sure it's actually there.
I should have went advanced to see what. Yes, it's the same revision. You know, there isn't a new one, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that seems to have worked. It's got the quantities. It's got the two revisions aren't lined up yet, but anyway.
No, it's not. It's not there at all.
Yeah, it's not there at all.
It's not there at all. So yeah. So basically, the publish has not worked at all for us, right? So what we will need to do is do the same thing that we did before. So upload the report on the report style, right? So
Is this a new problem or is it just because I closed that?
I don't know. I've seen this. I
Customer
can't exactly
shipments,
say
it's report style
what.
I need.
Yes, report style.
Oh, I need to zip it first.
Right. Yeah, and we need to open the actual style, and then I'm not even sure where have we edited this now. So we need the edited version into the folder where we downloaded it before.
You're breaking my balls here, boy.
This, this is the part that should just work. It doesn't help that it doesn't.
Right, 12th of the 5th at 9:11. That's not late enough.
9:41. There was one saying 41.
Was there?
Because it's just the back slip, yes. So
Yes, that's it
9:41.
there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one. So let's copy this and place it wherever, you know.
Why am I not just up? Why am I not just
Or yeah, you can just zip it, not from this level, but from the left. Yeah, zip it
from here?
from there. It's just, yeah,
And
that's
excuse me
fine.
that I'm going to call it something latest so I can know what
Okay.
it is. So in here,
And in here, upload.
upload, search. Oh,
No, we should be at like JJ Epicor latest. Yes.
yeah, sorry, I couldn't see it for looking at it there.
Archive with reports not found. Yeah. So the folder that's created by the designer might have more reports in it. Let's have a look at that zip file. Or just try to call it reports. So it says reports, custom reports. Yeah, let's see.
Finding this is going to be good.
Oh, it will be the same folder now. Yeah, don't move folders. Let's open and let's see. Because I know. So the shipping labels are not there. See,
Yes.
let's delete that report zip from here where we had it. All right,
Yes.
let's get rid of that. And just go and grab that one file. So go to reports, custom reports, packing slip. Yeah, just copy that. And let's move to the other folder where we downloaded it previously.
I'm completely fucking lost.
Was it the JJN?
Yeah.
That looks suspicious. Yeah, no, we will delete that report zip, but let's go to the let's go to reports, custom reports, packing slip. Yeah, paste it. Right, and let's zip it from here.
There.
Yes, this level. All right, and let's try to upload.
I'm gonna keep that open so I can see where it's at. So it's here, it's there,
JJN.
it's reports, it's there.
Yeah,
okay.
That worked. Now let's try to print it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now the change is there.
Yeah.
But the revision is not aligned at all.
I think it could be left to right bias rather than center. So I'm not worried about that in the slightest. But yes, that's a good wee exercise today. So it is. Thank you for your time, buddy.
All right, no problem. Was there anything else though? Because
yes,
I had a few things from.
Yeah, I'm just going to go into it here. Epicor log. There's a couple of things down here that are open. Right. I wanted to prevent the use of spaces and part numbers.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, to be honest.
If I put this in the chat, you can keep an eye on it, okay? If I can find where the chat is, there. So we can keep an eye on that there to the other side, right? So I wanted to maybe do that one if with time. You can also send purchase orders out without a due. You can also send purchase orders out without a due date.
You mean sent out as in what, for approval or?
No, you can actually create a purchase order with no due date on it.
Right. So we want the validation that it will make it mandatory.
Effectively, so this one here is no spaces. This one here is mandatory field. This one here, I think people will just get used to, but this one here you've just done. And then we were looking to have a second. On our customer screen, we've got people who have a landline phone and a mobile phone, and we were looking to, on the shipping note, have both phone numbers.
Right. Okay. So if we need to, is it recorded on the customer already?
Yeah.
It is already recorded on the customer, right?
Yeah.
So then again, this is just a report modification, or you want it on the screen?
No, as long as it prints out, I don't really care.
Yeah, so that's basically just the report modification.
Yeah.
Again, we need to bring in that phone number to the report and display it.
So if we could maybe do those three today, that might be enough.
Right. Okay. So those two BPMs, those are actually fairly easy. Right.
Right.
The
I'm gonna stop and start the recording. Because we've
okay.